Yo yo yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another video. And today I want to talk about Pokemon Emerald and the remake that I want. Basically my dream remake for Pokemon Emerald. Something that I honestly feel we can easily just get on the Nintendo Switch because it's not a really, quote unquote tough port to do. But with all that being said, I first want to go ahead and talk about my memories with Pokemon Emerald and, what I think of when I think of Pokemon Emerald. So for me, Pokemon Emerald is a game that came out when I was just 10 years old. I vividly remember just being my first Pokemon game that I pre-ordered. I actually pre-ordered it through Nintendo Power, which was like a monthly magazine subscription from back in the day. And they had like a really cool package where you would get the game plus the guidebook plus like a Deoxys t-shirt, which hopefully I can find and post on the screen for you guys. It was like my favorite t-shirt ever, and I still have fond memories of that shirt. But it even came with the magazine, like not the magazine, the guidebook, and like that was awesome for me because as I would just read it, and I'm not a guy who reads, but if it's Pokemon, I'll read anything, bro. And yeah, that's like the first thing. And I vividly remember at that time as well, my parents were very strict on me playing video games. Not like I couldn't play video games, but they would very limit the amount that I could play. So, if you did your homework, then you can play for 1 hour today. And I remember playing for like 1 hour every day until I beat the game or whatever. And yeah, that's another one. And obviously at that time I had no strategy. Me and strategy did not know each other. She was like an unknown person to me. And so of course I'd have my starter Pokemon, being super high leveled, and then everything else being completely weak. Like completely. I remember at the time I went to a bank. This is really weird. I went to a bank and there was this girl, like she must have been like 5 years or 6 years older than me at the time. And at that time, Pokemon was like big, but like not many people played it because I feel like the rise in Pokemon recently came from Pokemon Go. So for me at that time, it was rare to see somebody else being playing Pokemon out in public. I was like, what? You're doing that? You're not scared that people are gonna call you stupid? And I go up to her and I see that she's playing, and she taught me like this cool strategy that she does where she gets all her Pokemon up by 10 levels between gym badges, which in hindsight is pretty overpowered. You'd get like level 80s at the end of the game, but at the time I was like, bro, this girl's brilliant. And I tried doing it, but then it was too slow and boring, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep my Blaziken level 100. And and then there was the last one is, I remember at one time in this game, I was convinced that the move Magnitude was the most overpowered move ever. I thought Magnitude was insane. And so I remember catching a Geodude early in the game, and for my first time that I didn't only train my starter Pokemon, I had a Graveler, which was just as strong as my starter Pokemon in that game, with the sole purpose of it using Magnitude, because I thought Magnitude was the most broken move ever. Like if I use Magnitude and I got Magnitude 10, it's a one shot. And if I got Magnitude 1, it's fine, it's still Magnitude, bro. Magnitude does damage, what's up with that? And yeah, so those are like the fondest memories I have of playing Pokemon Emerald, and there's so much more. Pokemon Emerald is one of those games where I played for hours upon hours upon hours. Like I probably have restarted that game like close to 50 to 100 to like 60 times. I don't know, like I would possibly even more than that. And I love and have a super nostalgia drive if I was able to play it on my Nintendo Switch. And the reason I'm talking about Pokemon Emerald specifically is because in my Pokemon 25th anniversary predictions, I brought up the Master Collection for Pokemon with Yellow, Crystal, and Emerald. So here I'm going more in detail on like the Pokemon Emerald, upgrades that they could have. But if you guys want me to talk about the other ones, please let me know in the comments. And let's get started with the first upgrade that I would love for Pokemon Emerald. Plain and simple, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi very broad. I just want Wi-Fi capabilities with this game, and boom, we got ourselves a banger. The Battle Frontier. Give me Wi-Fi capability for all the Battle Frontiers. How sick would it be if you go into the battle one that has like the tournament, and the actual people in the tournament are actually people from around the world connected via Wi-Fi. Like, yes, there's an option to not have to do it via Wi-Fi because eventually, something will happen, but when the game's first out, having like all 12 contestants be actual people around the world, That would be awesome. Or like the Battle Factory, you're just going versus other people's rental teams from the Battle Factory. I think that would just be like absolutely amazing, and I would like spend so much time there. Even the contest, even though the contest won't be done as much, you only require 3 other people to do it, so you know, has a higher chance of being done. As well as those battle tents that you have like around the region or whatever. That'd be just, all of these things would just be cool to have Wi-Fi capabilities for. Of course, you know, regular battle and trading as well, but I mean, just having it for these facilities would just make the game, first of all, have so much extra content than it already does. And I feel like it shouldn't be like the hardest thing to implement. I mean, again, I have no idea. I cannot say that, but like if they only were to edit that, I think that would just be amazing. Like they would just add so much more content to a game where it already has a lot of content. So yeah, please bring back Wi-Fi. The other thing that I would love for this game is just to have all the Pokemon available, right? And they could do this with one of 2 things. They could either have it so, let's say it's not a master collection with the 3 games aforementioned. It's just Pokemon Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire into the mix. Like they give you that, and you can play the other games as well. And then you can like trade within your own cartridge, if that makes sense. Like you just put in the Nintendo Switch game, it has Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and you can trade between the Ruby, the Sapphire, and the Emerald just with it by yourself, right? Kind of like, you know, like a Pokemon Home kind of thing, but within that, you know, console game only. Hell, you can even make it Pokemon Home capable if it's on the Switch, but that's a different story. But yeah, so you can have all Pokemon available, and I would love them for have all the events included in the game. You know, your Deoxys, your Jirachi, your Mew event, have that already implemented in the game. I mean, obviously, a lot of people did not have the opportunity to do these events way back in the day. I know I didn't. And like that would just be an amazing thing to experience legit. And I know there's ways to do it, but I mean, it is one thing to do it, you know, legit, and it just feels so much cooler when you get like a legitimate, you know, a legitimate event Pokemon. There's just something to it. And these were not events like how they are now, where you just get a free Pokemon. No, these events you actually did something for them, or like they had their own little cutscene or like their own exclusive location in the game. So that was always a little bit cooler and more rewarding than just picking up the Pokemon from the Pokemart. But yeah, having all the Pokemon available, you can either do it like again by just having them all available in the Pokedex somehow, just adding more Pokemon into the Pokedex to begin with, or having like the other games available, and even maybe having Pokemon Home availability as well. I don't know how they would do that, but like I'm just saying, you know, somehow. That's what I would like. Let's move on to the last one. So yeah, those are my 2 proposed ideas for how they could improve Pokemon Emerald, but I would love to hear what other ideas you guys would have. You know, just think of anything. Let's just say that there was no limit as to what they could do on this, you know, on this remake. Personally, I try to make it a little bit realistic, but like you don't have to. Like if you want to have like, for example, Mega Evolutions because they have it in ORAS, or you want like moving sprite animations, maybe Pokemon follow you around, anything's fine. I wanted to personally keep it realistic, but I want to see what you guys would personally want to see out of this remake. Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, let's get it discussing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please leave it with a like, comment down below again, and subscribe if you haven't already for more Pokemon videos. It's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.